I want to talk about something and pose the question, which is, as you see in the thumbnail and the title, is it over? Is Apex really, is it the end of Apex? Are we seeing the end of an era? There's a lot of questions surrounding gaming right now. There's a lot of questions surrounding Battle Royale games. There's a lot of questions surrounding games that have been around for a long time. And Apex is, I think, at the pinnacle of those questions. We are seeing repeatedly over and over for, well over a year now, if not longer, people constantly talking about the game is dead. The game is dead. I can't post a TikTok or a YouTube video without a comment or comments saying we're still playing Apex in 2024. We're still playing Apex. While the 5 people who play this game, blah, 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 blah. Which comments are going to be comments. Things are going to be negative when they're negative. That's fine. And especially for some reason, the past couple years, it's become really cool to just hate on everything about games because I guess gaming got so big so fast due to COVID and everything. And now it's like really, really cool to just like complain about everything. I don't know why that's a thing, but there are a lot of valid complaints out there too. As a creator of a game that I really love, and I say this and I'll always say this, I love Apex forever and ever until I'm not on the earth anymore. I love Apex. Like, I love this game. This is my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time ever. It will always be in my list of favorite games of all time ever. And it brought me so many things and I love it to death and I will always love it. And I love the game still. At the core, I love this game. I love playing the game. The core mechanics are unbeatable to me. And when we talked about this a million times, this is why Apex is great. But unfortunately, that's just not enough anymore, it seems. The player count over and over continues to dip. And right now, I believe it's the lowest player count we've seen on Steam alone. Obviously, this doesn't account for consoles and any other launcher that Apex might be on. But for Steam alone, it's hit below 100,000 concurrent players. That's really low. And when it comes to content, I've seen the viewer count as low as 11,000 views on Twitch. And I've never seen the viewer count this low. It seems like when it comes to content, the only time the viewer count really is spiked up is during competitive time in BLGS and ALGS. Which posed this question for me, and a question I've actually had, the honor of asking a bunch of Apex devs in person, this exact question. What is this game's identity? I think that's what's caused us to get to this point, is that as a game, Apex doesn't really have an identity. I don't know if they expected Apex to turn into what it turned into when it came out in 2019, to boom and to pop off and to be such a big game for this long, but it doesn't really know what it wants to be. What I hear constantly on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch is that the game is just not comfortable for casual players anymore. They can't get on the game and play with their friends because it's just too sweaty. I always have a weird feeling about this conversation because my opinion a lot of times is, why are you playing a competitive game if you want it to be casual? There's so many amazing casual single player, multiplayer experiences that are just like based around having fun with your friends and just kind of chilling. Whereas like a high octane battle royale, only one team, only one player wins the game, seems in concept a little less casual. But I understand that people want to hop on and play whatever games they want to play, and Apex has become a lot harder for those people to play this game that they love. They probably love the characters, they love the gunplay, they love the movement, they love the abilities that we all love in the game. That's turned too sweaty for them and makes it difficult for them to even enjoy the game anymore. Obviously, that's what's going to happen 5 years into the game. The game has been out for 5 years. The player base they're better at video games than they were before. They're better at Apex than they were before. The average player is significantly better than they were a couple of years ago. That's what comes with the territory. But I think that the loss of identity is where that player base gets so split. What I hear a lot as a streamer and a content creator is, the pros killed Apex. The content creators killed Apex. The streamers killed Apex. It's too hard. It's too sweaty. They want it to be competitive. And the competitive people, the players, the content creators, the streamers, say, this game is too casual. They keep giving us broken things. They keep giving us things catered to casuals. They keep giving us things over and over and over that are ruining the competitive integrity of the game. I think that's because the game doesn't know if it wants to be casual or competitive. Let's look at it from a realistic standpoint. EA owns Respawn. Respawn makes Apex. Everything that Respawn does has to be cleared by EA. That's how it goes. The same way you might have a boss at your job, all the Respawn devs have a boss at their job, and that boss is EA. And we know EA likes that money. Money, Mr. Krabs. You know what I'm saying? What makes the game good for them is how profitable it is, and how profitable it is in the long run, and how much they can make every single year off the game. That's what EA says. So we get things like really expensive heirlooms, heirloom recolors, skins as content. Because I believe that even if the devs want to get creative and do things that may lend the game to casuals, as we've seen from them like Fortnite, right? Fortnite has a player base so big that they can do whatever they want. I opened Fortnite for the first time in years the other day, and I didn't know what I was looking at. It's every game mode in the universe put on one slab, because their player base can handle it. They can have multiple competitive game modes: solos, trios, duos, competitive, ranked, build, no build, ranked, unranked, this game mode, that game mode, single player, this, that. So many game modes, it's unreal. Apex doesn't have that, and we can't do things where it's catered solely to the casuals, because the whole point of Apex that blew it up in the first place was the rank system and having something to be rewarded for. But that rank system is now suffering from, is it too easy? Is it too hard for casual players? Is it too easy for higher up players? I've had a solution in my mind for a long time about this, where I believe that if you're Diamond Plus, like Diamond Masters Pred, you should have a certain rank system, the Season 13 rank system, if you ask me, the really hard one. And then anything before that should be a lot more casual, like what we have now. Is it too little, too late? That's the question we're seeing. If you watch my streams, you know I've been pretty locked in on Marvel Rivals, a brand new hero shooter, similar to Overwatch, but it's all Marvel characters, and people love it. And I think it's the first time I've seen in a long time that a non-Battle Royale game has blown up to this proportion since Battle Royales became like the thing. It kind of leaves us with this little lost feeling, especially as a creator myself. Obviously, for a long time, I wanted to expand outside of just being an Apex streamer, Apex content creator, but a content creator, a streamer, somebody who plays things that people like to watch, somebody who plays things that has fun playing them. And Marvel Rivals has really scratched that itch for a lot of us. If you open your Twitch right now, I can guarantee you can see at least 5+ streamers that you used to watch only play Apex are now playing Rivals, including myself. I'm literally gonna go live right after this and play Rivals. And the brand new Apex rank split just happened yesterday, and I don't even really feel a need to play it. I just hit Pred last split, but this split I don't feel the need to play it because nothing changed. If you guys know, if you have looked on Twitter, a big deal with this entire season is that we just got an update for the new rank split, but the only thing they added to the game was a new fun gun from Titanfall for pubs and nothing new for ranked. The ranked maps are exactly the same, and a collection event, as we always have. So it leaves a bad taste in so many people's mouths, because even the casual players who are maybe only silver or gold, they want to play on the new maps too. They want to play on different maps. It's been a whole half a season on the same maps, and now we have to do it again up until midway through January. Now I know it's the end of the year and people are taking time off and stuff like that, but it can't be that hard to just switch a map rotation. We've done it a million times. It feels like we're in this limbo of the game, that Apex is like no longer driving and bringing to the table what has been bringing to the table for us for so long. And now that doesn't mean I hate the game. That doesn't mean I'm even mad at the devs, because I'm really not. I love this game and I want it to be great forever, but I know not everything lasts forever. And it doesn't mean that other games aren't great too. I love Marvel Rivals. I'm having a blast. Hopefully I have actually pretty soon some content for you guys here on YouTube about Marvel Rivals coming out here on this channel. I know I've just been rambling for about 10 minutes sitting here watching this recording, but it's just an overwhelming feeling I have watching this game that I love so much go in the direction it has. Yesterday, Sweet Dreams tweeted, "With all the options coming out right now with games and other games' new game modes, Trust Our Game Apex Legends has decided to not change anything during winter break and keep the same unchanged maps and modes for 9 weeks. The devs got bit, I think. Hashtag RIP." And then who quote tweeted that was His Watson. Now we know His Watson has always been a very, very outspoken creator, pro player in the past and creator, but someone who generally loves Apex probably as much as I do, if not even more. He was one of the only people who were agreeing with me on Twitter at the beginning of this season that the current meta is actually really good and really fun. And I really like the triple support and the shotguns and how just like chaotic the 3v3 fights are. Like that was a lot of positive praise that the game just usually doesn't get anymore. But this is what he had to say. "Incredibly talented people, horrible upper management. Everything I've heard from insiders is always the same. We want to do X, but we're not allowed. Or all our suggestions fall on deaf ears. When good ideas slip through the cracks, as in like we get good ideas from them, the game is fire, but it's been milked to death. Apex had the biggest, juiciest cow on the whole farm, and instead of breeding it and letting it graze, they're strapping it to a milker until it dies, unfortunately. Almost every Respawn employee I've met was literally dripping talent and passion for the game, but they're not allowed to do anything except poop out $200 heirlooms and release Winter Express for the 4th time. And I can't agree more. I tweeted underneath it, it feels like the devs creatively are being held hostage and all they can do is be as frustrated as we are. I can't imagine being a dev for the game right now. I've had the pleasure of meeting and hanging out with and talking to a ton of devs of this game. And he's exactly right. They are dripping with passion for this game. They have great ideas. They want the game to succeed. They want the game to be fun. They care about the video game. I don't think a lot of people recognize that the devs of the game care about this game 10 times more than we do as the players. You would never believe it, but it's true. But they have bosses. At the end of the day, their bosses get the say so. And what their bosses seem to want is money. And when money becomes the motivation and not the passion behind the game, the players feel it, the community feels it, and it stops the growth of the game. But hopefully they can regroup and maybe make a change. We've been asking for changes for a long time. I think there's been some great changes in the past year. The aim assist nerf, the aim punch, disabling aim punch and be able to see clear. I love the current meta. There's good things. It's not all bad. Apex is not all bad. I love this game. Like I keep saying over and over and over. Like to this day, I still love playing it. But for the first time in a really long time, for me personally, maybe ever, I've been wanting to play other things and stream other things and make content on other games like Marvel Rivals. I know this video is just me rambling and just me talking. I have no idea who feels similar to me or if we're being dramatic. Obviously, creators, the average player always thinks creators are being dramatic, which most of the time we are, I'm not gonna lie, or pros or anything like that. We love the game and we know you love the game, and it pegs us with the question, is it time to move on? I don't know. I don't have the answer. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you guys still love playing Apex? Do you think this is the end of an era? Do you think it's just a time where we have a lot of options of really good games? Because there are great games out there. There's nothing wrong with loving other games. That doesn't mean you hate another game. If I love Marvel Rivals, that doesn't mean I stop loving Apex Legends. I just am having a good time playing something else. Thanks for taking the time and watching this video. Like I said earlier, please make sure to subscribe. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Let me know what you think of this entire topic in the comment. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what the player base thinks, what the community thinks. We hear what the pros say. They have platforms. We hear what the content creators, we have platforms. What do you guys think? Is it over for Apex? Are we chalked? I don't know. Speaking of Marvel Rivals, if you enjoyed that game, enjoyed content from that game, make sure to subscribe. And as well as come check out my Twitch channel. I do stream every single day. I'm a full-time streamer. So I do stream every single day, and I've been grinding to top 500 in Marvel Rivals, and it's been an incredible time. I'm coming from the #1 DPS spot. I promise you I'm coming. It's taking a little time. I'm not an Overwatch player. The transition from something like Apex to Rivals has been a bit of a challenge, but a really, really fun challenge at that. And we have a good time. So make sure to come check it out if you enjoy that content too. I'm not quitting Apex. It's not over for Apex. There's a high possibility you'll see me back on it very soon. We just have a lot to figure out right now. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video again. Make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.